I was bullied every day for being a nerd. But no one knew I was the son of the most powerful mafia boss in the city. They were about to face the consequences. Part 1. Everyone just saw me as the quiet kid, the easy target. They'd shove my books out of my hands, steal my homework, laugh like it was nothing. What they didn't know was that my family wasn't just rich. We were the reason people locked their doors after dark. The Luciano name wasn't just a name, it was a threat. I wanted nothing to do with it. I just wanted to get through school, be invisible. But then, one of my bullies, Jake, made a mistake so huge it put everyone in danger. Part 2. Jake needed cash for something stupid, so he took a loan from a guy he thought was just some street thug. He had no idea he was borrowing from an enforcer for the Luciano family, my family. He couldn't pay it back, so they came to collect. Right at school, two huge guys in black jackets stormed into our classroom, locked the door, and grabbed Jake. "Where's our money?" they snarled. When he couldn't answer, they said they'd start breaking fingers. Everyone was screaming, crying. I was just trying to stay out of it. But then one of them shoved a girl next to me, and something in me snapped. Part 3. I stood up. My voice didn't even sound like my own. "Tell Salvatore that his son is watching you make a mess." The lead thug froze. "What did you just say?" I showed him the ring on my finger, the Luciano crest, a lion with a dagger. His face went white. That's not possible," he stammered. He pulled out his phone, hands shaking, and called his boss. The phone rang on speaker. A deep, calm voice answered. "This had better be important." The thug could barely speak. "Boss, there's a kid here. He has your ring. He says he's your son." The line went silent for a second. Then my father's voice turned to absolute ice. "Let me speak to him. Now." Part 4. The thug's hand was shaking so bad he almost dropped the phone. He held it out to me, and I said one word. "Father." The silence on the other end was heavier than anything. Then his voice came through, not angry, but deadly calm. "Are you safe?" I told him about the hostages, the thugs in my school. His next words made my blood run cold. "Put me on speaker, now." Part 5. The thug fumbled and hit the speaker button. My father's voice filled the silent, terrified classroom. "This is Salvatore Luciano. The child you are threatening is my heir, my blood." You could hear a pin drop. "If a single hair on his head or any of those children is harmed, your lives are forfeit. Do you understand me?" The lead thug just started nodding frantically, saying, "Yes, boss, of course, boss. 1,000 apologies." Part 6. But my father wasn't done. "The boy you were sent to collect from, what is his name?" The thug looked at Jake, who was pale and trembling. Jake, sir." My father's voice was ice. "And does this Jake owe you money?" The thug confirmed it. I knew what was coming next. My father said, "The debt is forgiven. Consider it a gift for my son's safety. Now, your new only job is to protect him, all of them, until I arrive." Part 7. The mood in the room completely flipped. The thugs who minutes ago were our captors were now standing awkwardly, trying to look like friendly bodyguards. They were offering us water, asking if anyone was hurt. Everyone was staring at me, their faces a mix of pure shock and awe. Jake wouldn't even look at me. He was just staring at the floor, realizing how deeply he had messed up. Part 8. 10 minutes later, the door opened. My father walked in, followed by two of his most trusted men. He didn't even look at the thugs. He walked straight to me and looked me over. "You handled this with more calm than I would have," he said, almost smiling. Then he turned to Jake. "And you are the reason I had to leave a very important meeting. What should your consequence be?" Part 9. He looked at me. "This is your world now too, so you decide his fate." Jake finally looked up, tears in his eyes, remembering every time he'd shoved me, every insult. I looked at him, then at my father. "The debt is gone, that's enough. Let him go." My father looked surprised, then proud. He nodded to his men. As we walked out, the class erupted into whispers. I wasn't the nerd anymore. I was the one who saved them all.